So Wilcock Basses and I collaborated on designing a bass a few years ago called the Mullarkey, which I have here. And basically it's a short scale bass with, you know, a pair of pickups in with quite interesting placement. It makes some pretty cool sounds and looks stunning as well, right? But Viv makes a few other different basses. This is one of them, the Bisonic, and I've got my hands on this one. It's a beauty. It's in a sort of slightly, dare I say, Gibson-esque cherry red. Just got this one Bisonic pickup, so you would imagine that it was really limited in its tonal capabilities, but actually I've found that there's a lot of different sounds you can get out of it. So I've been enjoying playing it on jazz gigs and recording, getting some interesting tones out of it. I actually just put some flat ones on here. I thought I was going to prefer the rounds on, but actually I have come around to the flats. And full disclosure, I think I broke my E string. I kind of snipped it and something weird happened and it just went really dead. So I've got some pyramid flat wounds, short scale flat wounds on these three strings. And this one is a labella. It doesn't sound too different, but kind of interesting to hear the difference, but don't judge the bass if you think the E string sounds a little different. But anyway, I think it's fine. I would never notice. It's great. It's a cool little thing. It's got such a unique quality, you know. One of the features of this bass is that you can introduce a coil tap by pulling the tone pot. Actually, I think on this instance, the up position is the full Bisonic pickup, and when it's in, it's the tapped position, which they call the dark star sound. And I must say, this is the one I use because it has a little bit more clarity. I've been tending to use that sound. The whole performance I did was with the tapped pickup. So just so you hear the difference. A lot more low end. I mean, if you're looking for, you know, if you play dub reggae, this might be the perfect bass for you because enormous amount of bottom end. Compared to the rest of the frequencies, you know. And it does, when you pull that, it does give it an extra little push in the low mids, I think. I think I prefer to have that in on the tapped setting for a more even frequency range, and then I can EQ it to bring out whatever I want. And I was speaking about getting some different tones out of it, and really the way that I found to do that was just by playing, like attacking the string in a different place. So if you play right near the bridge, you get that kind of really throaty, hollow sound. Which I love, actually. And then as you move up here, could, you know, play in between, and you could really dig in and get a kind of. The tone pot, I tend to just leave it 7 out of 10. All the way up, you just have this quite an interesting bright sound. I guess the pick will really bring that out. But I think that just needs cooling off a little bit. And actually, with the tone all the way off, I quite like this. So yeah, there's a lot of different sounds you can get out of this. Surprising, really, for a one pickup short scale bass. You know, you'd think it'd be quite restrictive, but not at all. I mean, I will say it's very suited to certain styles. So again, I was saying I'd use it in a jazzy setting, and where there's a lot of space in the music, you get to enjoy all the sort of tonal qualities of the instrument. But to really cut through, might not be the perfect choice. You know, you might want something with a bit more, with a bridge pickup or something. But definitely a cool one to have in the rack, and recording as well, you know, just experimenting, getting some tones out of it. You can definitely shape it to fit in a mix and make a really cool, unique sound, I think. It plays beautifully. I've got to say, this neck is probably my favourite neck of any bass I own. It's quite slender. The finish is perfect. Feels really natural. I guess there's a bit of treatment on there, but not enough to make it sticky. Pretty lightweight, but really nicely balanced when with a strap. And I just think it's great. I'm going to be using it a lot. It's really nice to just have in my rack. And it looks beautiful. So yeah, I recommend you go and try one out. Everything you've heard so far has just been a totally clean signal, by the way. So what I'll do now is play you back some of those clips with an amp simulator on. I think this will work really well with the SVT, the UAD SVT amp sim with the 15-inch speaker. I quite like that combo, but just so you know what it'll sound like in a sort of rehearsal room.